Hello my yogi friend, to our 7-day yoga journey. Today is day 2, explore. So today we're going to start one of my favorite postures in child's pose. I'm going to go for the extended version, so knees wide, big toes touching, and then bring the sitting bones towards the heels. As always, you can put anything between here, cushion, pillow, blanket, and walk the hands forward. You can rest the forehead onto the ground or on a block or pillow blanket as well. So you can walk the hands further forward to get a deeper stretch in the sides of the torso, or you can have the hands together, elbows a bit wider, in case it's nicer for your shoulders. And then just take a couple of breaths, appreciating that you've made it here today. You came onto your mat, you were strong, you jumped into day 2. Can already be super proud of you for your commitment. So take a big inhale and a big exhale. Let go of any kind of tension you might have accumulated during the day, or if this is morning for you, during the night. We want to start to simply soften through the hips, through the shoulders, through the neck, and exploring how we can really breathe into the back of the body. So breathing deep down into the lower back, feeling this little stretch there, feeling the expansion of the belly even, maybe pressing against the thighs. You can breathe in between the shoulder blades into the upper back body. Just exploring here a little bit where you can guide your breath. And feeling how you can really soften every time you exhale a bit more into the pose. Everything getting a little bit softer, jelly-like-ish. Taking one more breath here. Maybe setting a little intention here for day number 2. Being open to explore any kind of sensations here in your body. And bring the gaze forward towards the front of the mat, finding our way into a tabletop, realigning the knees underneath the hips. And we start to extend through the left leg. Give it a little bit of swaying here, stretching through the calf. And then carving a line with the left toes over to the right. The gaze can come over to the right as well, so we get this big stretch here on the left side. Holding for one breath. And coming back into the center. Changing sides, stretching the right leg long. Again, first a little sway here for the calves. Absolutely nice little stretch, maybe even for the front of the hips. Remembering to claw through the fingertips and press away from the mat while we do so. And then have a line with the foot over to the left. Gaze can come over to the left as well. Hold for one deep breath here into the right side of the body. Coming back into the center, knee comes back down, and we do a couple of crazy cat-cows here today. So rather than just taking the stretch of the front on the inhale, stretch of the back on the exhale, maybe explore a little bit what feels a bit tense or dodgy in your body today. Maybe you want to sway a little bit left to right with the hips, or draw some circles with the shoulders, stretching the lower or the upper back a bit more. Wiggling the head, eventually coming off the wrists if that is your sore spot, stretching the wrists, whatever feels nice here. Just make sure you keep breathing deep. Any kind of little movement that fits awesome in your body today. really good to close your eyes as well. I mean, you're already at home, no one should be observing you, but it's always nice to really feel inside. Two more big breath cycles here for this. And coming back into the center, tucking the toes, walking the hands back into our toe sit, everyone's favorite. 2 deep breaths here into the soles of the feet. Relax the shoulders, relax all the muscles in your face, maybe giving the jaw a little wiggle here. One more inhale, then exhale. We're going to start to walk the hands forward and tuck the toes under, coming into a plank. So pedal the feet left to right here. Remembering to press away from the mat, always the option to come onto the knees if you want to have a little bit less, otherwise we explore our strength here today. Wiggling left to right, super broad in the upper back. Trying to almost become hollow here in front of your heart. So you're super broad and you're not hanging down. One more breath, stick with me. Press into the heels. And then exhale, we're going to lower down onto the ground, your version, either onto the knees first, or maybe you can find it in yourself to lower completely. A long, smooth exhale down. Untucking the toes, inhale, little baby cobra, press into the hips. And today a bit of movement even here. Maybe swaying a little bit left to right, making sure you stay absolutely anchored through the hips. Swaying left to right, maybe even stretching the neck a little bit more left to right while you go, so I can really feel the muscles of my lower back here working hard. One more breath. Come back into the center. Lower down just to rise back up, pressing into the palms via tabletop, finding our way into downward facing dog. Bend your knees, lift the heels, shake the head. Big, big stretch here. Finding stillness. Trying to root through the thumb and index finger. Trying to lift the sitting bones even further up towards the ceiling. Remaining broad in the upper back body, like we did in our plank pose, so we're not sinking down into our armpits here. Nice big breath. And we start to anchor through the left foot, lift the right foot towards the ceiling. Find the balance here in our arms, in our hands, bend the right knee. We're going to open up towards the right side with the hip. So right foot finds its way towards the left side of the buttocks. Keep breathing. Keep the weight level in both hands. Big opening here for the front of the hip. And squaring the hips back off, we take a big step forward with the right foot. Staying high with the left knee. And inhale, finding our way into a high lunge. Exhale, release the fingertips down. Palms facing forward. Big bend here in your right knee, but not too far forward, so knee above ankle. And then exhale, engage your core. Gonna start to fly forward. Keep pressing into your left here. Super strong high lunge with airplane arms. Reaching through the crown of the head, release the shoulders away from the ears. Keep breathing. One more inhale to lengthen more through the crown of the head. And exhale. We're going to place the palms back down. Step the right foot back in our plank. Exhale, we lower back down onto the ground. Press into the hips. Inhale, lifting into our cobra. Exhale, Pressing into the palms, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. This time anchoring through the right foot, lifting the left foot. Again, finding this balance of the weight between both hands. Now we start to bend the left knee, open the hip over to the left, so left foot towards the right side of the buttocks. Keep breathing. Maybe dare a little smile over to the left. One more breath. And squaring off the hips once again. We take a big step forward with the right foot. Staying high with the right knee. Inhale, reach the fingertips forward and up. Exhale, fingertips down, big stretch back. Palms towards the front of the mat. And we start to fold forward, hinge forward. Long through the crown of the head, so the gaze is slightly forward and down, so we're not crunching in the neck. Keep breathing, keep balancing. Keep reaching the fingertips towards the back edge of the mat. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Again, lifting the corners of your mouth. Inhaling to lengthen through the crown of the head, reaching into the right heel. And exhale, releasing the palms down, stepping back into our plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ooh, 2 deep breaths here. Lifting through the hips. One more inhale. One more exhale. Gaze comes to the front of the mat. Make our way forward into a forward fold. Relax the head down here. Relax the shoulders. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, folding back forward. From here we're going to wiggle the big toes together. Have a generous bend in your knees. And we're going to start to swoop on a big inhale, fingertips along the floor, up into the air, into our chair pose here. So explore this chair pose for you. Make sure you can still see your big toes. And you can have the fingertips up like I do, or if that's not good for your shoulders, bring them in front of your heart. Bit of a more core engagement here if the fingertips are up above the head. Tuck the tailbone under so the lower ribs stay contained and we're not just bringing our chest forward. So spine is long, core is super strong. Keep breathing and then bring the palms together in front of the heart. Lean forward. Exhale, big twist over to the left. Hook the right elbow on the outside edge of the left leg. Lengthen through the spine. Super strong legs. Keep breathing. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale via the center. Inhale, exhale over to the right. Pressing the elbow into the outside edge of the right leg. And see what's happening in your knees as well. So knees are always mirroring the hips. So if one knee comes forward, maybe you have to pull the hips slightly back. And back into the center. We release fingertips back down. Wiggle the legs here a little bit. Back in our forward fold. And slowly start to peel up into Tadasana, mountain pose. From here we take a big step on top of the dog who's eating solid growth. Back into a high lunge. So the right toes are on the ground, the heel is lifted, bending into the left knee. Super double challenge here with the dog underneath. Bring the palms back in front of the heart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we start to lean forward. Bit of weight here, stay in your right foot as well. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Same twist like we just did in our chair. Hooking the elbow on the outside edge of the leg. Keep breathing here. Trusting in your legs. but also exploring, maybe peeling the left hip slightly back, maybe pressing the top hand a bit further. What's happening? Found something better than so. Maybe pressing the top hand even further into the right palm. Opening the chest towards the ceiling if you dare look up. If you feel a bit unstable, look down. Maybe look straight ahead if it's the best version for your neck. Keep breathing, you can do it. And then exhale back into the center. Place the palms down, the little vinyasa here. Stepping the left foot back into a plank. Exhale, full body lowers down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. One big inhale, one big exhale here. Lifting the right foot and stepping the right foot forward for our high lunge. On this side, coming up, scissoring the legs together like we do in our low lunges. Make sure you can still see your right big toe. Arms come together in front of the heart. Preparing to do the same on this side, coming into our little twist. Leaning forward, reaching through the crown of the head. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist over to the right. Maybe peeling the right hip further back. Pressing into the left heel. Pressing the right palm down into the left. Opening the chest. Maybe lifting the gaze towards the ceiling. Exploring our edge here today. One more breath into the belly. You can do this, super strong legs. And then gaze comes back down. Place the palms back down. Step back into plank. Maybe a little pedal here for the legs. A little shimmy of the hips. And then your version, we can lower back down onto the ground into our cobra. Or maybe today we're going to go halfway and then exhale into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Really mindful here if something is going on in your lower back. And everyone, we meet back in downward facing dog. Big inhale, big exhale. Once again, lifting the right foot off the ground. Stepping the right foot forward. This time coming back into a low lunge. So lowering down onto the left knee. We're going to bring the right hand on the inside of the right foot. And wiggle the right foot a bit further out to the side. So coming into a nice, really deep, juicy stretch here. So you can have your left toe still tucked under or long up to whatever fits better in your body. So here in the lizard pose, we can always turn the toes slightly out to the side if that fits a bit better in your hips. And we can stay here, just pressing into the palms, making sure the neck is long. Or we can come onto the forearms, exploring your edge here once again. Number 2, day number 2, day of exploration. Make sure the shoulders are soft, the neck is soft. Keep breathing. I know it's a super heavy stretch for most of you, but we can do this together. Releasing any old stuff that's stuck in the body. That's what our transformation yoga journey is all about. Take one more really super big breath here. And big exhale to maybe soften further. And then come back onto the palms in case you are on your forearms. And we just tuck the toes back under, wiggle our way back into downward facing dog. Maybe a little wiggle with the hips here. Lifting the left foot. Same on the left side. Stepping the left foot forward. Lowering down onto the right knee. Left hand comes on the inside of the left foot. And we can wiggle the left foot a bit further out to the side. and turn the toes slightly towards the outside edge as well. And again, I know it might be slowly annoying, but explore. Hips are so different, so both sides can be completely different compared to each other. So maybe on the other one you were like here and already dying, and this one feels like, oh, I might just lay down, put my face on the ground. So really figuring out here your edge. Like I said, you can stay or you can come wherever it feels right for you here today. Just make sure you keep breathing into the outside edge of the left hip, the inside of the left thigh, the front of the right hip. So heaps of spots where you can feel it here. And stick with it. Don't let your mind let you carry away. You can do this. Take 2 more really juicy, nice breaths here. Last one. And with a smile, we make our way back out of this pose. The right toes under. Once again, stepping the foot back into downward facing dog. Last little wiggle here with the hips left to right. So from here we're going to lift the heels, come down onto the knees, swing the legs out to the side, coming to a seat. So stretch the legs long, and then we're going to take the left foot in, so the foot comes towards the right inner thigh. Again, the option to prop any kind of prop here underneath the left knee in case something is dodgy, a bit in the hip or the knee. We've got a big engagement here in our right toes. Start to lengthen through the spine, coming into a last little forward fold. So as always, we're hinging forward from the hips. So inhale, fingertips come up, lengthen. Exhale, hinging from the hips, reaching the fingertips towards the foot. Lengthen through the spine, keep breathing. Maybe hinging a bit further every time you exhale. Tuck the chin towards the chest, long through the back of the neck. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. Keep breathing, super big stretch in the back of the leg. You can always remain with a little bend in your right knee in case it is too strong. Lengthen on the inhale, folding on the exhale. Ooh. Everyone, we start to slowly roll back up. Bring the knee up, lengthen through the spine, reach the right fingertips up. Exhale, little twist here over to the left, maybe hooking the right elbow on the outside of the left thigh. Maybe just wrapping the arm around, whatever feels better here for you. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, gaze maybe comes over the left shoulder here. Keep breathing, big twist. Relaxing the shoulders down. The gaze comes back forward, we unravel, switch sides. Left leg long, toes towards the ceiling, right foot comes towards the groin, towards the left inner thigh. Again, inhaling to lengthen, exhale to hinge forward from the hips. Soften through the shoulders, maybe a little wiggle in the jaw to make sure there are no tense muscles in your face, in your jaw. Keep breathing into the back of the left leg. Soften through the right hip. Feeling how you can soften even further after a couple of breaths. It always takes the body a couple of seconds to realize, oh, you're going to stay here for a little bit. I'm allowed to soften. It's not any kind of quick exercise or anything. One more breath. Really deep inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Maybe soften a bit further on this last exhale. And then walk the fingertips back up. Bring the right knee up. Last little twist on this side. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, refining our twist. Once we're there, once again lengthen. And exhale, maybe looking over the right shoulder. Keep breathing. Such a nice last little twist for the spine. The gaze comes back forward. We unravel. We're going to wiggle our way to the center of the mat. Extend the legs. Slowly rolling down into our last posture, into Shavasana. And as always with this one, feel free to grab any kind of props you might want to use here. I always usually love a blanket underneath the head, or a pillow or cushion, or something underneath the knees is nice. Or you can just lay here if you're heavy, or in case you're too lazy to get something. You can always snuggle the shoulder blades a bit further together. And then just a big inhale into the nose. And big exhale out through the mouth. Let it all go. Feel your whole body softening. Whole body relaxing, releasing. So time to be really proud of yourself here. You made it through day 2. You explored maybe a couple of spots in your body you had forgotten about for a while. So that's what this whole transformation 7-day yoga journey is about. We really want to find back to ourselves with the help of yoga, back to our body, back into our mind, finding this quiet spot. We're so distracted nowadays with all the media, all the technology, all the things on our to-do lists. So this time here on your mat is so precious. So and as always, stay a little bit longer here on your mat. Give yourself some time to rest. It's so important. So stay here. I'm just saying goodbye. Bring my palms towards my third eye. I really appreciate that you join me here on this journey. Thank you so much, and namaste. And I hope I see you tomorrow for day number 3.